Babanya Besina Alawa, Queen. Now no yet one of the by 15th November. Alawa Besina Shrum Alawa. Bettina does one like I said, Alawa Baba Alawa. Yes, Alawan ya casa Babanya Besina Alawa, Queen. Now no yet one of the by 15th November. Alawa Besina Shrum Alawa. Bettina does one like I said, Alawa Baba Alawa.
Viewers, let's watch this video. Let's watch it and we see how we talk about it. Let's watch the video. Just a minute. Let's watch it.
IMF.
The IMF.
To IMF. To IMF.
The IMF. IMF.
IMF. Why should we go to IMF?
You were not informed too.
And there's some subtle suggestion of IMF. I think we've told you that we are not going there.
Continue.
Gabana Tesono Anko IMF. Debbie Yanko. Uncle Sembeko. Yanko IMF.
Don't you go to the IMF? Go to the IMF. We will not go to the IMF today. We will not go to IMF tomorrow. And we are not going as long as the NPP remains in power.
You only waka come. Okay.
And go to IMF. We are not going to go to IMF.
But I can tell you, we are not going to the IMF.
Will you keep quiet?
Whatever we do, we are not. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and the 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community murmuring, you can't, We are not people of short sight, you know.
Chai. Yeah, it's God.
IMF. What are we going to say again? Because the noise we make, going into IMF is just like handing over power to NDC without a contest. And I chew my own words back when I said NDC went. Because the noise we make, going into IMF is just like handing over power to NDC without a contest. And I chew my own words back when I said NDC went to IMF because of mismanagement or the economy. So if MPP is going to IMF, what am I going to say? Any government that goes to IMF has failed. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF because of mismanagement or the economy. So if MPP is going to IMF, what am I going to say? Any government that goes to IMF has failed. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF to break the eight. They don't work.
So made several statements which have either turned out to be untrue or are contradictory. Either way, they have served to undermine the credibility of government and of its economic management team. These include the denial that government will ask for a bailout from the IMF, so one is no longer sure what to believe.
God have mercy upon us.
Abusiafo we die yesika kum yede no koku nanum anyame na mekan yo Kennedy Japan say obi bia odemo ebeko IF any government bia odi Ghana beko IMF no or ye failure and osan ka say enkofo nanim no omode call IMF no saa nkofo kro no ano se ye di omanim no to ballot paper so a na che say NDC kure ni kwan so omokoye campaign Eye hwan na yɛde na to MPP for ede ne kwa koto ballot box no ballot sheet ni so. Eye hwan na ono so akote afrafanto eye hwan. Intimi nuanom so wo ha Canada Japan na nkasa atrew ekwan a wo so ofa so a woto waba. Na nyewe nko o me baba be expose wo mo e wo nyoma bi ho. Na before no yentie die ya ye nana ye wo fa ye papa Kwesi Pratt so kafa Bawulia ho ene ne NPP no.
Compreko. Una aka che say. Say NPP for musuo kan. That's what mo ko tuma Bawulia. NPP dedi nkugo. Sanse Bawulia no bono share di na wendi so. Obetra so no the doctorate in economics na bi na amfa. Then sika sam asay. Nti ene oba be kasa again oba be ka che. Say the okan no boa. Na the okan say no credit adenti ene inside. Nyasam kitwa o akompra kudie asamo dan so no nyasam kitwa sese me sure pa say who can Ghana politicians we are popular pa we need free money we very popular edenti and amma all of a sudden akompra ko very popular sir wuti o mo muta na chi no a o mo nye MPP for no kra nipa dodo na ta na chi no so mo MPP mo ko benya be 92% o mo ni MPP asemo mu ina aka se papa no o kan no kure meboa o mu so kan no kure o ye o papa mu no aka enti se musuo kan no na se ni onu aka saka che no san be dane na no dia nia nia Kennedy awesome
enti me monye campaign ma Bawulia
min kansa
ba se musuo kan no a
so yeso kan no kure your papa muka nso bia na wona be ka che say bi papa ye di ma na enye yi ana o cheche mu ni nti a di ma na enye yi na so san ko twa wo ho na be ka che say ni awuka na enfa nya di ma ni anji ntum so papa no betumi aye adwuma no di kunim di abram di a ana wo no kura na aka no kura pa minia
A fantastic analysis. Ose wo mo a omukodi Canada Japan wachi no. Ede be nti na ma omukodi Canada Japan wachi. Say papa no according to omo oka no kre. Enti papa no oka no kre ni say o de Bawulia wo mo number. Bawulia ase Ghana economy no. Bawulia ama ahocha beto Ghana fo so. Papa Kennedy oka no kre o e na e kasa asem we. Ye de na ye so yo trofo. But omo botwi kodi na tito abama na ma ni di second wa ba ye motol nansi e tre se mo ajatum se Kennedy kanokre enti Kwesi Pratt asem o kan se hey papa e tre bi na ba ye U10 na ba ka tre ye se science am o ka e fa Bawulia ho na wo boade ya na onokre na o kan na we hin me se ye be mamo di mo adwin be ye duma asama Kwesi Pratt ebusa no asem ba kupe na wiye no na mo mi be set record be straight wa ha yentie de John Mahama abra 2016 na Ghana fo nyina ehwehwe na Akufo-Addo na the sitting president John Mahama ama no ho kwan say upon the busy schedule ni nyina no wanya time say onene mahima betena se adi nkomo enti sa wo so pe president dia me ye president ye hia me o America se nka me bibi mfa e wo Ghana na emu no me tena fie mu bia mo se mo pese mo ye president no mo ne me emeye anobaba ye a twi ye friend debate ni twi din no anobaba ye Money me meya no baba ye na Ghana for ni nyina anobaba ene so ento abapa mfa ma omo ho ene omo nchirima na obi na mabonten so ye free SHS edani duru ho no ye ka se Kufuado mra no wa ma because a village champion so when the village MPP ni mu dia o ye champion into ama that time on na radio station so na muntie de Mahama kan ye tie.
Moderator, I will seize the opportunity to ask the first question. I know that you spoke about education, but your main opponent has made free education his mantra, and he has also said that he will terminate basic education at SHS. I heard you say that you are prepared to debate him on education. How different is your approach to basic and secondary education from that of your main opponent, the MPP candidate? Thank you. You can sit and answer with it. You want to? Okay, better. No problem.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Mami can be you a how. Or your president, Yamana Kunya say, on Transnan Konene Maima and Kasa. But for symbol of leadership, humility, and service or your servant leader, Obidina Honwa Stromo. What you say? You see, there are certain gesticulations Unhunwo or Kendini Huaon. Don't underplay those gesticulations. Because sometimes, so person who the only part be more the actions preempted the one trimu into a faster utimi. The actions stress or your servant and humble leader. Yes, so on tenase no nkasanche ni my after all on the president of the Republic of Ghana. And so Abranten say on tenase or bedina ne nan so e de asom ne my Ghana. Inti, this is a quality, an archetypal of this quality, is an archetypal of a country politician.
That is exactly the point I was making. Our vision for education is in our constitution. And so our work is cut out for us. As president, you must comply with the constitution. And the constitution says within 10 years, basic education must be free, compulsory, and universal. That is a given. And so we all must work to achieve that. Senior high school must be made progressively free and accessible on an equal and equitable balance. And so that is the vision for this country. It's not a single person's vision. Nobody should attempt to steal the vision of the constitution drafters. The point here is that of the 100% of children who start primary school, they come out at P6, 93.7% of them complete primary school. 66% continue into JHS and complete JHS. Now, only 34% continue into senior high school. And so there definitely is a problem with equity of access and quality. At the junior level, let me tell you something. Parents have supposedly free public schools to send their children. But most parents will tell you that they pay more to send their children to quality private schools in order to guarantee that they can progress to the next level. And so we're saying that free is not just the issue. The issue is about quality. At the secondary level, public schools are still preferred over private schools because we're paying fees. And the schools are able to use the fees to you that they pay more to send and quality. At the junior level, let me tell you something. Parents have supposedly free public schools to send their children. But most parents will tell you that they pay more to send their children to quality private schools in order to guarantee that they can progress to the next level. And so we're saying that Free is not just the.
Hwɛ. On papa no ho anima na ɔde hwɛ no. Ye kanya nsasɛm gu ne timu at the time. Ɔte hɔ. Papa wait hɔ. Enim sɛ de Mahama eka no ɛyɛ no kura 2016. Enso na wabetena radio so. Defend Akufo-Addo ne stupid free SHS no. One say ene free SHS ni jigu ye no. Sa nipa we on say yate no. Ɔte Mahama program na si o. Ye busa no question. Wa musa question ni bi. Wa ma game ni buofu 10 years sorry free ho na ache mafia mra. E na ache mafia bae. Ye sha agro na se na omo tie mo ni bi na omo de anwane faada no ho. Ti no fi say ye de bi bewura nanum. Ase e kro ma no. Afidi o say omo release omo social media language so one wife for no e ma omo ye dey. Omo edi na tem. So ye panyi na otifie. Na wo say enokure friend enokure wutiri ho afudini na wo nka bia. Emofra ebe fro akokoro tipa. Kwame ade na eti ho no. Sensu kodwa ade nso a onka nokure. You cannot make the general aspiration of the country. Your aspiration is say you be school ni free. Na nipa da se ni ba akope. Aba be fa say ye ne dia na on ne this idea ni ba. Ye Jimmy organ nti ya je dina. Omodi afa ye.
Issue. The issue is about quality. At the secondary level, public schools are still preferred over private schools because we are paying fees, and the schools are able to use the fees to keep the schools running. If you say you're going to take it away in the manner that is being suggested, I'm saying that we can take fees away in a certain manner that guarantees that quality is not affected. Free secondary high school must be implemented based on the proper roadmap and not just on the campaign promise of somebody who wants to get elected as president. That should be the basis. There have been examples of it in Africa, and I could name countries. And there are reports that have appraised the implementation of free secondary school in those countries that show that they are fraught with problems because they were made on the whimsical promise of a politician.
Exactly. He chose the right word, on a whimsical, unnecessary things like it's not predictable. Whimsical and capricious decision and they implementing of Ghana Honomoa. Ya ho chere ye no. The economy no akrase ye bre omuntumi nya hwe. Hwe get fan na jeje adwin ye de buy say yemfa moa ne yemfa nye educational and infrastructures ne saade no. Get fan sika no omo akwa collateralize get fan sika no. Omde akwa akosi awowa nti enne osi creative arts senior high school ewo Kumase odimfie nson onsi nwieye enye Jimmy for ne boss abrawe who see one creative arts school odimfie nson onsi nwieye o betna ho na next year yakwa akọ commission kwasi asem na wakodina so say yes creative art school na ye the 7 years esi one school University of Allied Science na esi hono no Mahama or this how many years they see here less than 2 years no this school no circle interchange na esi hono Mahama or the less than 2 years they see circle interchange because ose wan na ekosi dan a on se dem plan kofo ekosi sofu line wan se dem wan plan nti wan pe hu sika anto ho enu nti na besi ne sofo la enwie no but Mahama or said them plan yinti sika ye de beye KJT a oje to ho sika ye de beye airport Kumasi airport phase 1 phase 2 ene Akufo-Addo phase 3 ni na oje to ho sika ye de beye Pokuase oje to ho because or said them a dying infrastructure ye see ni what them enye wako dina field ni so na fi na oba free contractor se omra ye infrastructure no ye no dem me na me ka kire me se edan you see ni dem edan na nkasa no you see ni dem ahoboa be na wo ye wo dem ti Mahama ko project ne ho a senye se ye Ghana fo eni ye pay moja dodo te sa pontirani eni atitide ne yafra mu amaya ene nke Mahama just 2 years and or the completing in human na be catch us in political party bienu a obetime move NDC na free ho irrespective of almost short force or more ko America ko all over developed countries no ufi Saudi Arabia and Dubai no omo mpanyimfo no omo ni omo nenso ho it is because the benefit they are deriving from omumpanyimfo no eso sen enkwasiasem na omumpanyimfo no eye nti no mayedi no. Now do you know the benefit friends medical center na ko esisi ho Accra airport or see any host of other project or ye no eye memene wo ne ebenya ho mfaso se Mahama yare no so beko France akosa no yare kura na at the end of the day no we see University of Ghana Medical Center si won so ama me mini plane ticket no machines a onoko France a obenya adaso no o say I me de beko France but the machine bi so obreo o how ni say also per fried rice. Also per fried rice. Mahama say obekwa akodi de of France. No a order bi of France or no de abrel. Wo se chinchin a Mahama emfa ne mo no emfri France wo mra no metna table huni. At the end no or the aduane ni free France wo ba. Is it not the same aduane na odi no enu bia na wo so odi. Oni nipa no a ono o per fried rice ni biadi emore mole sala nkofon ka mole kra no onka bi mawo na wasata musika na wo se nkode tomore ma na ode afa private jet na okobru ni man so na akọwe ni nam o oda bi mfam rewo ba France se Mose Mahama nso yare na okọ France a Mahama okọ France no ohun se me kodi da machines papa so ma me fa bi marriage ma me fa bi nko sai osudoku ma me fa bi nko first University of Ghana Medical Center ma me fa bi nko Aferi Government Hospital ma me fa bi nko Kumawu na senka president bi aba e na o ka che say okọ America ko san ho yare no wa hu a special machine bi enti ma me fa bi mra na me nsan fa me Ghana fo no nkonko traini omo na yen form mra na omoma mehwe sanfidi ni so enye sana University of Ghana no eyeye time Akufo-Addo betena so na Mahama akwa trainee medical practitioners omo be manage you see University of Ghana Medical Center no eye whole bouquet a whole package o see dan ni wiye no nye dan kwa o e dan ni sie ni koso no o sa the Ghana for nurses ni doctors any technicians echo bruni my so kosua kwanya yemfa so manage ena or this special management team esi ho say yemfa manage University of Ghana Medical Center no enti se NDC for ya akromfo no mu wia Ghana sika ne kra no a omu wia ye no o maame no anakoma mu abotokuru no obenya baabi akọ but wa woti aferi Wa wote anyina hini, wa wote friends say abua kwa tanoso. Mfensi friends say tabre. Kwa akosi baabi ani no mibusa wo. After government hospital na Mahama sisi ho Akufo Addo aba 8 years or so omie no emfaso bɛn ene wanya wo saa dan so wote ha ye kasa nyansasem wo nyina gu tirim wa bo tirim po edi jimi abo ano ye sane ensane wa bon kwasiafo po wo sane ensane insese obebo nyansapo no mo me abon kwasiafo po Usani ensani nti de be ya ne se wo de se ka beto ahomanum na watwa ade ati a wontumi nyiso ahoman bio nanso nka wo ni nyansapo a anka wo twenye na asane etina bi usa akọ afumu a saa ahomakro na no wo de bechichire enso wa bo tirimu po ade jiminya ba no ka bibia kire mu amuntie and a new party. Alan Martino need or the new party ni bano. O free Jerusalem na ba na se o Ghana ni. Alan Martino de afrafranto ba se wa hu se Ghana for a crew for third force any ade into a per se ye ma Ghana for a different leadership quality. Na mi busa se Alan Martino na oni mpata ne da epumu no mu dware. And wabeti afrafranto party no anase no NPP. You see sometimes no me nuanom moma yenbie ya adwimo. Hwaniema na Mahama pese oye Ghana economy mu. Ye busa na economic questions ntie.
Now that you have heard the introductions, we move to the first theme, which is the economy. And here we will have 5 questions. Gentlemen, you each desire to become president of this country come January 7th, 2013. We wish you all the best. Now, our first question. Can you explain to us in 3 minutes what your broad vision for the country is, beginning with the presidential candidate for NDC, the president?
Thank you very much. As a child of post-independence Ghana, I was influenced by the strong traditions of African and Ghanaian nationalism. And therefore, I believe that Ghana should open its economic opportunities to all Ghanaians, irrespective of ethnic or political affiliation or gender. And so, a government that I head will ensure that Ghana's opportunities are open to all our people in order that they can realize their full potential. It would be a Ghana that utilizes the natural resources that God has so richly blessed us with to be able to provide those opportunities for our people in terms of jobs, in terms of an accelerated economy, in terms of access to social services. We will continue to invest heavily in education in order to create those opportunities for our young people to thrive and be able to excel. We will continue to invest in healthcare to increase access for all our people and ensure that they have quality health delivery. We will continue to invest to ensure that our mothers don't die when they are carrying out their biological function of giving birth to us. We'll continue to invest to ensure that our children survive beyond the age of 5 and even much further than that. That is the kind of Ghana I think we can build if we work together. I will continue to be an influence to bring this nation together rather than to divide it. I believe that united we can build a better Ghana than be polarized and partisan. I also would continue to promote the image of this country abroad, create a situation where Ghana continues to be the model of democracy and good governance, create a situation where Ghana's international respect is elevated to the highest level and that we are looked at with all the respect that we deserve, as we have since we gained independence first in sub-Saharan Africa.
ye Kenyan sasem no na Akufo-Addo ni nam Peace FM ho na nkwasiafo biti ni eku omukodi akiri ene a bisi hei ene mini awabaso ye betna ha ni ye kasa mesi yenim ne yehu ena de adi enim de adi ye ni atofom nsoso a ya ba beti ase akohwifo ene akoto abade ama wo ti akohwifo no ba ko ni ti no.
It looks like some of our politicians have no shame.
A few weeks ago, not too long, I was touting how important the Ghana card was, the identification system that we've put in place in Ghana. And I even said that this, for me, at this stage of our development, our preferred is 2000 interchange. You can imagine the furore this caused. Is this man Wabodamana? What is he talking about? That this, what is the Ghana card? What is system? How could it be so much more valuable? I'll just give you a few reasons. And it wasn't said, cavalierly. There was thinking to that statement, and I wanted people to think about it. For the first time in our history as a country, we have a unique identity system, which is biometric. So we can uniquely identify every individual, whether they are alive or dead, right? We can uniquely identify every individual. So immediately, if you can uniquely identify each individual, the case of ghost names on our public sector payroll will become a thing of the past. Immediately, once we do it, and I'm working with Controller here, we're doing a lot of good work on the Controller payroll database and cleaning it up. If you look at what has happened recently, National Service Scheme, we found 14,000 ghost workers, saved annually 114 million Ghana cedis to the public exchequer. From 14,000, just from one institution, National Service, 14,000 ghost workers, because we look for unique identity. Just a couple of days ago, SNIT reported finding 27,000 ghost pensioners. 27,000 ghost pensioners. And they were being paid 327 million Ghana cedis a year. Two institutions, you add a yearly savings that these discoveries have made just in two institutions, 441 million Ghana cedis. Over 10 years, you are...
On say Akwana Nkasano Aboda. Ni analysis beyond what a friend say, analysis and what logic. They said you're no kind. Ubia say Akwano Aboda mwana. Wow, nim say Wabodam. Asemwa oki ken. Insisi so. Abodam. We and wasem. And ye ken. We no say yen koto abamfa mano. Nefek de me born video kan no se ni osikasa. Se ni osima wote ne ideas ase. Nehwe nyoma ya me born di ennyoma yi. Aye bebre. It's the moment you vote for Bawulia, it's like you have carried unnecessary laden on your head. Bodi amonko na monko to aba eno na kwesi practice busa mo bio no muntie kwesi practice asem no a obusa sefa kan no tie ne mfa dwumadi ni ba wie
Compreko. Una aka che say So MPP for musuo kan that's what mo ko tuma Bawulia MPP dedi nkugo sanse Bawulia no bono share di na wendi so obetra so no the doctorate in economics na bi na amfa then the sika some assay nti ene oba be kasa ade no oba be ka kire said you can no boa na you can say no credit dia adenti ene society mala enya sam kitwa ho akompra ku dia asam adan so no enya sam kitwa this me me sure pa say who can Ghana politicians so we are popular pa we be free money we very popular adenti and amma all of a sudden akompra ko be popular sir wuti omo mutane chino a omunye MPP for no kra nipa dodo na tane chino so mu MPP mu akobenya be 92%. Omunye MPP asemo mu ina aka se papa no oka no kra meboa omu so oka no kra oye o papa mu no oka enti se musuo ka no na se ni onu akasa ka kire no sanbe dane na no dia Inia Kennedy. Wa some.
Ain't me your campaign about me.
Min cancer.
But this is a musio canoa.
So yes, so can cre. Onu your papa muka onsro bia. Na wona be ka say say papa ye di ma na enye yi. Ana o cheche mu ni nti e di ma na enye yi. Na so san ko twa wo ho. Na be ka say ni awuka na enfa nya di ma ni anji ntum so papa no betumi aye adwuma no di kunim di abramu dia. I will no cry can crepa.
Ena kwesi pratica no. Se oba na besesa wano dia. Na ne onokre na wo ka no. Na wo ka no crepa. Isan se wo na abeka se Bawulia ase economy no. Bawulia first lady onenam na woka na asem a na wari dugu eche se nti wa woka no kre no etena bi usa dane ho ebe ka asem foforo fa Bawulia ho se oya ade a na te se wan kasa no we problem minuanom momma ya ni na ho me say the Dubai you go to for your business and what have you, no? The leaders there have their own challenges. The America, you relish so much. The leaders there, they have their own challenges. Likewise, the people we have in Ghana as our leaders, no, they have their challenges. But the most important thing is, what benefits in general do you get when a particular group of people get the mandate to lead you? Aya wo wasadi o se wo so the MPP to nsemo ha na o the NDC atumu ha sei na wa cheke ofa school nsemo a na ade ahwe ofa ayaresa bia nsem na ade ato ho ofa sikasem na ade ato ho ofa enyoma hudo pi na ade atoto ho na wagina so na ade akoto aba na emom metiasa meboa wo same ma onkoye stupid comparison enunti ena mede mahama ato ho na mede Bawulia ato ho mede mahama nnwuma gu ho na mede akufo ado nnwuma gu ho no mo a there's no way se mahama Bawulia betimi atwa no ono ane boss ni mpo ontumi ntwa no na sadia meka nyina wonte ase a abrantie ebe compare mahama ene Bawulia de akire abrantie bi obe compare mahama ene Bawulia e de akire wa hasesisi a sa abrantie no the comparison no e ka papa enti amema sa abrantie no nye sa comparison no emfa mawo e wa hasesisi e na ye nhwe se ye de dwumadie no ebebe ya abrante na oma comparison no kra wo hye fa oh sa abrante wo hye oh
membua na nado abebu no obia de ne nehu nkofo abakọ na fie na mate asese na mpiani mu ka se oh dabi enye se ye pe na nado asemu na o ma me bi papa bia nipa wo fa wo mo no na nado plans o de ba ya obie na no ka kire party ni MPP for say ono de onye economists nti o mo fa Bawulia mra na Bawulia ba beboa Bawulia mama me di kura ni mo ma chen wa bon papa papa bon papa nti o mo fa Bawulia mra na Bawulia ba beboa Bawulia mama me di kura ni mo ma chen wa bon papa papa Bawulia
Joma hama me
made the crow ya de chen Bawulia ba beboa Bawulia mama made the cry ni ngoma chen wa bon papa papa Bawulia
Joma hama me
made the crow ya de chen Bawulia kwan membu a na nado abebu no obia de ne nehu nkofo abakọ na fie na mate asese na mpiani mu ka se oh dabi enye se ye pe na nado asemu na o ma me bi papa bia nipa wo fa wo mo no na nado plans o de ba ya obie na no ka kire party ni MPP for say ono de onye economists nti o mo fa Bawulia mra na Bawulia ba beboa Bawulia mama me di kura ni ngoma chen wa bon papa papa Bawulia
Joma hama me
made the crow ya de chen Bawulia kwan membu a na nado abebu no obia de ne nehu nkofo abakọ
enti comparison ni nyina no se obi catch us say Mahama any Bawulia any Kufuado me mfa Kufuado say Kufuado aye na ye Bawulia Mahama comparison no ya ye no yes Mahama made and it is Bawulia dia asem sebe me do be see ha say ebrenti mintimi emfa onye dey enkobio na mesre say mo amopɛ sɛ mo boa no stars no ɛwɔ hɔ na mo asɛne bi what you say na wo pɛ sɛ wo boa e physically nso so a number ne 0240258269 0240258269 inti wo pɛ sɛ wo support you in any form no obetimi a support you 0240258269 inti no odi bikakra to so a ebeba se wontumi na so be support no YouTube no enso a subscription e wo honom obetimi a subscribe na odi a support no ye de creation say ya bia de edi abrel inti edo bibia se yakra mo but mon try na mon follow page no enkoto na mon subscribe to YouTube channel no na yen grow community together. And my catch them will say something big is going to happen on TikTok now. And so yeah underground checks be ato a ye nemre ma ho kwan a ye beba ye che obi bia me nua oba ye se oba na nkwasiafo be fremu a mo kwan. Don't focus on them, focus on their ye kan na wokọ na obi busawa wanya bi aka wo focus on nkwasiafo a wokọ na obi busawa afi na obesane enkoto mesro video bi we see no. Mr. Focus, and let's build Ghana together. Adios. Bye-bye.